In my last video, I showed you the E60 system. Today, I'm installing the speakers that are designed to go with it. But these aren't your typical ceiling speakers. These are made for electricians. Quick installs and no messing about. Today, I'm working with the Professional Electrician YouTube channel, installing these Easyfit speakers, and let's see if they really live up to the name. This is the E60, and as you can see, I've got power to it already. And I've run the cables all the way up into the loft. To this point here, where I have 2 coils of cables ready to go. The E60 comes with a power supply, which is here. That's plugged in a socket I installed. So in theory, all I need to do now is mark out the 2 holes for the speakers, cut them out, pop them in and wire them up. And that should be it, job done. And then we're going to run through the setting up and pairing up of the speakers with the amplifier and show you how it all works. These are the Q Acoustics Q65CE Easyfit ceiling speakers. This is one of the 6.5-inch models, and the main feature is this Easyfit mechanism, which has been designed to make installation quicker and more straightforward. They're passive speakers, and they've been optimally tuned to work with systems like the E60, but they'll also work with other compatible audio systems. The Easyfit mechanism allows you to secure the speaker in the ceiling quickly and evenly without the more time-consuming fixing methods you often get with traditional ceiling speakers. It's a much more efficient process, especially when you're installing multiple units. My plan is to put one of the speakers in between these lights, but I can't quite centre it because I've got a stud there. And the same on the landing. I'm going to have to offset it over here, but because it's got that nice white cover, you won't even notice it. That bit of timber there is right in the way for me to centre this, but I'm not really going to take it out because I don't know what it does. However, on this side you can see that noggin, and I can actually fit this speaker in the middle. The first thing I'm going to do is just mark the middle of where the speaker is going to sit. Lay my template over the top, and then I'm just going to pop a little hole through the middle so I can mark it up inside the room and cut the hole out. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing on the other side for the other speaker. Now I can use the template to mark where the holes are going to go, and I've decided to cut the holes out from inside the rooms rather than a loft, just because I don't want to destroy the plasterboard. The Qi65CE also includes an adjustable tweeter, so you can direct the sound depending on the layout of the room. There's also a high frequency adjustment switch allowing you to fine tune the audio depending on the space you're working in. If you've got an apprentice, get them to do that. Great character building. Next, it's just a matter of popping these up, twisting those supporting brackets like that, and then I'm going to go in the loft and connect them up after. You don't need any tools whatsoever to secure these. Just set the speaker into the ceiling and flick each of the small catches on the front. If the speaker ever needs to be removed, the mechanism can be reset using a standard Phillips screwdriver. So you're not only saving time on installation, but also making future maintenance much easier. I need to route one of the speaker cables underneath these boards, so I'm just lifting them ever so quickly, feed the cable under, and out it pops. The speaker cable ends are basically already stripped for you, so you just need to pop off the insulation and they're ready to connect up. The speakers have these like push sprung terminals, so you don't even need any tools. It really is as easy as that. That is the first speaker done. From an installation point of view, these speakers are clearly designed with efficiency in mind. The process is consistent, straightforward, and doesn't require unnecessary adjustments. That's particularly useful when you're working across multiple rooms or larger installations. I'm going to get cleaned up. That's better. Before I fit these and make that disappear completely, we better check that it works. This is how you set it up. On the E60, all you need to do is push that Bluetooth button, and that's going to put it into pairing mode. Go on your mobile phone and search for new devices. And there you have it. Straight away it's picked it up, the E60. Just select that and bosh, you're connected. That couldn't be easier. Now all I've got to do is press play. Let's have a quick listen. Now it's time to pop on those magnetic covers. And as you're going to see, these speakers just disappear into the room. What I've learned today from installing these speakers is that this is the kind of product that's clearly been designed with feedback from installers, not just for end users, and that makes a real change. Depending on where you're installing these speakers, you can get these fire hoods for them, which look like that. From an installer's point of view, the biggest win here is time saved. There's not a lot of faffing about, and you can get a job like this done in a day, easy peasy. The whole system is extremely competitively priced, and it's ideal if you're an electrician looking to start offering audio systems to your customers. This can then bring in that extra revenue stream that we're all chasing. And if you're first fixing a house, you may as well just chuck a couple of speaker cables in to where potentially speakers may go. Chuck them down to a control box and make sure there's some power locally, and later on you can rig this system up no problem. This really was a piece of cake to install, and it has genuinely surprised me, and it's definitely something that I'm going to be offering to more of my clients. So if you're an electrician thinking about adding audio installs to your portfolio, this is a solid option. If you haven't already seen the video that I made on the E60, go and check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can see how this whole system came together. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Professional Electrician YouTube channel, and a big thank you to the Professional Electrician YouTube channel for having me on again. See you next time.